Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Speak English. This is your place to learn real, easy English. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Omar. We're so happy you're here today.
Really happy because today's topic looks simple, but it's super useful.
Yes, today we talk about how to talk about yourself in English with confidence, without sounding boring, without sounding like a robot.
Here is our promise for you. By the end of this episode, you will know how to introduce yourself, talk about your life, describe your personality, talk about your hobbies, and talk about your goals.
In real English, not textbook English, the kind of English that makes people think, wow, I want to know more about this person.
This episode is for B1 to B2 level, so we use simple words but very useful ones, and we explain everything clearly.
At the end, we give you easy phrases you can use today. Simple phrases, but very powerful.
So relax, get comfortable, and let's start.
Actually, before we start, I have a quick question for you, Sarah. Don't think, just answer.
Uh-oh, that's never good for me. Ready? Okay, go.
Tell me about yourself.
Wait, what? Right now? Wait, what? Right now?
Right now.
I'm me. I do this podcast, I drink a lot of coffee, and I have too many plants. I think 11?
11 plants.
Some of them are not doing well.
So even you, a person who talks for a job, froze when I asked that.
Totally froze. My brain just stopped.
And that's the problem. Tell me about yourself is maybe the hardest question in English. And that's the problem. Tell me about yourself is maybe the hardest question in English.
It sounds so easy, but then your brain just leaves.
Goes on vacation. And that's exactly why we're doing this episode today. So why is this question so difficult? It shouldn't be. You know yourself better than anyone.
True. You live in your own head every day. You are the expert on you. But someone says, tell me about yourself. And nothing.
I think the question is too big. Where do you start? Your job? Your family? Your dreams? Your plants?
Maybe not the plants. But you're right. The question has no clear start. That's why it feels so hard.
Also, many people feel shy when they talk about themselves. We call this self-conscious.
Self-conscious. Tell us more.
It means you think a lot about yourself. How you sound, how you look, what people think of you. You ask yourself, am I talking too much? Am I boring? Do I sound strange?
And that makes it hard because you are talking and judging yourself at the same time.
Very tiring. And for English learners, there's more. You also think about grammar and words.
A lot happening at once. But this nervous feeling is normal. Even native speakers feel it.
So today, we want to help you feel less nervous. Talking about yourself is a skill. Like any skill, you can learn it and get better with practice.
Let's start at the beginning. You meet someone new. What do you say?
The classic English class answer is, hello, my name is David. I am 28 years old. I live in Madrid. I am a teacher. And then, silence.
It sounds like a form, not a conversation.
Exactly. It's correct, but boring. The other person doesn't know what to say next.
A good introduction gives people something to talk about. It starts a conversation.
So instead of, my name is David, I am 28, you can say, hi, I'm David. I grew up on a small farm, so city life is still a little strange for me.
Now I want to know more. What kind of farm? Do you miss it?
That's the goal. Give people a small, interesting detail, something they can ask about.
It doesn't need to be big. Small and simple is perfect. Like, I'm Sarah. I came here for a 2-month trip, and 4 years later, I'm still here.
Perfect example. Warm, a little funny, and it makes me curious.
So, the simple formula is your name, one sentence about your life, and one small detail that makes people ask more.
And don't worry about perfect English. The goal is to make the other person feel comfortable, not to give a perfect speech.
Okay, quick pause. If this is helping you already, hit that like button. It really helps more learners find this episode.
And if you're new here, subscribe to Let's Speak English. We post new conversations every week to help you speak more naturally.
Also, share this episode with a friend who's learning English too. Learning together makes it so much easier.
And don't forget to leave a comment. Try writing your own introduction below, using what we just talked about. We really do read them.
After the introduction, people often ask, "Where are you from? What's your background?"
Big question again. Your background is your story. Where you grew up, where you studied, where you worked.
The secret is, tell a short story, not a list.
What's the difference?
Instead of, "I'm from Brazil, I studied law, I worked in São Paulo, now I live in Lisbon," you can say, "I grew up in Brazil, in a small town near the beach. I studied law there, and a few years ago, I moved to Lisbon for work. Honestly, I love it here."
Same information, but it feels much more human.
Some useful phrases. I grew up in, for where you were a child. I studied, for your education. And I love this one. I ended up in. It means life took you somewhere without a perfect plan.
Because life doesn't always go the way we plan.
Exactly. You can also say, these days for example, these days I'm working in marketing. Very simple and natural.
Now, a difficult moment. Someone asks, how would you describe yourself?
And everyone says the same 3 things.
I'm hardworking. I'm friendly. I'm a team player.
A team player? That phrase means nothing now. Everyone says it.
So, how do you describe your personality in a way that sounds like you? The secret is show. Don't just say.
So how do you describe your personality in a way that sounds like you? The secret is show. Don't just say.
Instead of just saying, I'm funny, give a small example.
So instead of I'm funny, say I make jokes when things get too serious. I like to make people smile.
That's much better. Now I can imagine you.
Some useful phrases. I tend to be. For example, I tend to be quiet at first. Or people say I'm. Like, people say I'm easy to talk to.
Some useful phrases. I tend to be, for example, I tend to be quiet at first. Or people say I'm easy to talk to.
And I'm the kind of person who, for example, I'm the kind of person who makes lists for everything.
Guilty. I make lists for my lists. Hobbies. This is where a conversation gets exciting or gets boring.
Boring how?
The boring version, I like reading. I like cooking. Full stop. Nothing more.
But if you talk about your hobby with real feeling, it's different. Use the phrase, I'm passionate about.
What's the difference between I like and I'm passionate about?
Passionate about is stronger. It means something really excites you. You could talk about it for hours.
So let's practice. What are you passionate about?
Honestly, I'm passionate about baking bread. I read about it, I watch videos about it, and I even gave my bread starter a name, Bruno.
You named your bread.
He's part of the family now. There's a whole process. Feeding him, waiting, baking, that first warm slice.
Now I want to know everything. What bread do you make? Is Bruno doing okay this week?
See? I didn't just say, I like baking. I gave it detail and feeling.
So the formula is name the hobby, add feeling, add one small detail.
Goals and dreams. This topic can feel a little scary.
Why scary?
Because when you share your goal, people can see what you really want. And you think, what if I don't succeed? What if they judge me?
But saying your goal out loud can help you. It makes the goal feel more real.
And you don't need a huge goal. You can be simple and honest.
You can say, I'm working towards. For example, I'm working towards learning to swim. Or something I really want to do is, like, something I really want to do is travel to Japan one day.
One day is a nice word. It shows the dream matters, but you're not in a rush.
And the key to talking about goals is to add your why. Not just, I want to start a business, but I want to start a business because I love helping people.
That's much more powerful because now there's a reason behind it.
And remember, it's okay to say, I'm not sure yet, but I know I want to go in this direction. That's honest, and it still sounds confident.
This is important. You want to sound confident, but not like you're bragging.
Come across is a useful phrase here. It means how you appear to other people.
Confident people talk about what they've done. Arrogant people make it sound like they're better than everyone else.
Big difference between I'm proud of what I built and I'm the best at this.
A nice phrase is, I'm really proud of. Use it for something that matters to you.
Or one thing I've learned about myself is this shows self-awareness, and it sounds mature.
And confidence also means it's okay to say, I'm not sure, but I'd love to find out. You don't need to know everything.
There's a nice word for this balance. Humble. It means you know your value, but you don't act better than others.
Humble doesn't mean putting yourself down. It means I've worked hard and I still have more to learn.
Now let's give you simple, real phrases you can use today. Introductions. Nice to meet you. I'm name. I'm from place, but I live in city now. I work in job. Mostly what you do. I grew up in a small town, so the big city was a big change for me. I studied subject, but now I work in different field. I ended up in job city almost by accident. I tend to be quiet at first, but I warm up quickly. I'm the kind of person who, small habit. People say I'm personality word. Hobbies. I'm really into hobby. I'm passionate about hobby. I could talk about it for hours. Hobby is how I relax after a long day. Goals. Something I'm working towards is goal. I'd love to goal one day. I'm at a point where I want to goal. It's a long story, but the short version is, honestly, I couldn't choose just one thing. That's a great question. Let me think.
These are not scripts to memorize word for word. They are tools. Choose the ones that feel like you.
Let's review the best words from today.
Self-conscious, feeling shy or worried about how people see you.
Background, your history, where you grew up, studied, and worked.
Come across. How you appear to other people.
Humble. Knowing your value without acting better than others.
Passionate about. Feeling strong excitement for something.
Working towards making progress, step by step, toward a goal.
And finally, confidence. Trusting yourself enough to speak, even when it's not perfect.
So remember, you don't need a perfect answer. You need a few real phrases and a little courage.
Write one sentence about yourself in the comments. Keep it simple.
If this episode helped you, share it with a friend who is learning English too.
Take care of your English.
And take care of yourself. This is Omar.
And this is Sarah. You've been listening to Let's Speak English. Bye.